So, I like how you started off by saying that you just gave a general statement that GSU advisors are really that good. So, personally, I think like from a general aspect you are correct, but it kind of does depend on the advisor because I have had two advisors in the past who were really good. Okay, and they even actually no, only one of them went out of their way to even relate to me as like on a personal level, only because he was able to do so, not because he was his job or anything, or because we had similarities. So the vision for the entire system, okay, I like that. That's pretty much the mentality I came with when I applied for the position. And so far I posted two events for the Ansar system. Okay, are you aware of those by any chance? Did you attend? Okay. So alright, are you in any of our MSA like group chats, like the WhatsApp or the group meeting or anything like that? So like that's the one where the admins can send messages, right? It's the one where only the admins are allowed to send the messages, right? Is it a WhatsApp? Is it WhatsApp or is it GroupMe? Okay, if it's GroupMe, then that everyone can contribute in that one. But the WhatsApp, we regulated it because we have more authority, so we said only admins can send messages. So we send like announcements when we host events. Okay, and then GroupMe gets a little crazy, but we try to regulate it to the best of our ability. So have you attended any MSA events by any chance, or? You mean that general body meeting? Was it called that general body meeting? So you saw me, right? You remember I was wearing that red shirt and I was one of the first people to enter, right? I was right after Zed. Actually, no, we entered together. You probably saw me because like I was right next to him. I was at your table. Yeah, that was me. Yeah, that was me. That was me right there. So okay. So you seem to have like a lot of experience in like resume writing. Is that correct? Or is it just for? I see. Okay. Okay, so I hosted an MSR system introductory meeting. I'd say it was roughly about 1 month ago. So pretty much what I did there was I just explained what the SR system was, what the goals were, and because we had two coordinators in the past, so I just kind of gave a brief overview of what they did. And as a matter of fact, our previous coordinator, okay, he was actually also a graduate student, but he graduated last semester. And I think his major, at least for the graduate degree, was English, and I think now he has a job at GSU right now. He actually did. Yeah, him. Really? No way. They've come a long way. Okay. So he actually did like a career event, I think, last semester about like but that was just general. It was like job interview search and like interview preparation as well as resume building. However, I asked in my introductory meeting because like majority of the people there were also new to it, just like you. So I just mentioned that and I was like, hey, how does that sound? So they were optimistic about it. They wanted to see that happen. So I was thinking of hosting that possibly next month, and because like that is a big that I'm guessing that's gonna be a big event. I want to do it right before we go on Thanksgiving break. And I remember Horace, he hosted it virtual. Okay, I was planning to do the same thing. So I just because like this semester, because as far as the SR system has been in the past, there has been, I think there was one meeting last semester and there was one meeting in fall 21. Both of those were virtual, so I told myself I want to bring this on campus, and plus they don't. And the thing is that those Horace as well as the previous coordinator, they only kept the Ansar system only active to the people who are already in the Ansar system. So what that means is like I don't remember who it was. They created a GUI of the Ansar system. Are you in that by any chance? Okay. Yeah, we have a lot. So actually, yeah. So we have one. All right. And this only has like about 50 people. Okay. So like these events would only be announced to these like 50 people or so. So and we wouldn't have much people to come. So I tried announcing it to the majority of. I announced it in the GSU MSA thing quite a while back, and because I think not many people know what the Ansar system is or what it's about. So we had a good. It was about less than 10 people, but it was better than nothing. Yeah. So what days do you come to campus? Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Okay. What time are you here and what time do you leave? Okay. How, how are Mondays from 4 to 5? Not every Monday. I'm just saying Mondays in general, 4 to 5. Okay. I don't know about doing every week. I don't think any board member hosts any event every single week. That's just too much. Okay. Yeah, cause my plan, I think last time I did it on a Wednesday from 4 to 5, and then I held a public speaking event only because I have some adequate experience in that, but that was virtual. That was 6 to 7, and I think I believe only 3 people showed up on that one, but I kind of announced a little late, so I kind of guessed the reason for that. How did you know about that? Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think I remember I was discussing with someone about the events we had, about the events we were going to have in September, and I was like, oh snap, I'm telling them like all the things that haven't been announced. And then they said to me jokingly, hey, I'm gonna tell all the board members you gave me all this information. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And then, but that was for September, but that's already gone. And so do you feel like, is there anything else that you could possibly bring to the Ansar system?
You should have told me. You should have told me if you needed me.
Oh, it's fine. I mean, I have enough on my laptop.
They were fine with the job interview search, resume building, and interview preparation. But I remember one person said managing finances, and another person said, I think it was like how to choose the best possible route depending on one's interests. So when someone mentioned managing finances, okay, because I don't really have much experience in that. Okay, I can tell you already know way more about me than that, and that is true. Because I tried getting a friend in on this, but he says no. Because what I was thinking, I wanted something like general finance management, but he said no. I'm in business finances, so that's not necessarily the same thing as to what you're looking for. So if not, so one thing I also want to emphasize is that even if you don't have the expertise that what people may want, what I would like to say is that at least like try to get a connection or someone else who could possibly teach it for the SR system. Okay. So like I've been like mixing, and I've only done 2 events so far, and that both happened last month. And it was supposed to, one was in person, one was virtual. So are you okay with that, or do you want to do all in person or all virtual? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Because I hosted the introductory meeting in person because I wanted to see everyone. I wanted to know what their major was, what they're planning to do. And by the way, what are you exactly a graduate assistant in? Is there like something specific or is that just general? So is that like graphic design? Okay. Right, so I think you. So did you like by any chance like check all the committee positions available? Yeah, cause I was looking, I was like, you seem like a very good fit for that. Okay. Right, yeah, because when the committee votes, and I went to tell myself I want to be part of the finance minister, but then I was like, no, that's gonna be too much on me, and plus like I'm taking that opportunity away from people when I'm already on the board. Yeah, I was actually talking to Zeb about like how to host the session for the organized finances. And one thing about GSU is that they offer LinkedIn Learning for free. So he was like, hey, why don't you just pick a course on there, or just why don't you speak from experience? No, actually no, first he said, why don't you speak from experience? And then I was like, the only bill I'm paying is my credit card bill. I don't pay any other bills other than that. So he was like, why don't you just like do a LinkedIn Learning and go and probably teach it. Alright. Are they like a university student or?